been running the Neon, especially with the second map against their matchup in Ninjas Galaxy. That's when we first started seeing LaZe run the Neon instead of the Raze. Every single part of their team composition is going to remain the same. Actually, they're going to be switching out that Sova for the Sky instead, and I do like this pick. And Heart. Wait, I've gotten the teams wrong. Whoops. But yeah, PDF are still running the team composition that they usually run with the Jet and the Raze. But this time around, I'm going to be a bit more worried because they have tried out the Neon together with the Raze as well. They are switching back. They have currently won no games of Lotus. LaZe, though, do have a 50% win rate. Surprisingly, they are one of the teams that have played the fewest games on Lotus. They're only 1-1 so far with 2 games.
So basically, in conclusion, not a promising outlook into where we're going.
But to be fair, the team they lost again was Nexka. So, and we've seen how good Nexka is on Lotus, right?
Oh yeah. One of the better Lotus teams, I would say, in this entire split.
Definitely. And the call this time around, LaZe, it's going to be that early C-Mount presence here. Divine already picking up 2 kills. Adept tries to swing out and catches out Zen, but that gives Divine the third. The collapse is going to be good for MYSG, though. That's going to be a 2v2 scenario left here. Spike in the hands of PDF here. But we'll see if LaZe they can find the right format into this peak. Swing is going to be good. Kenji, slick footwork there to catch out MYSG on that peak. But Miz in such a precarious situation right now. 1v2, tucked into a corner, swings out, but his counterpart on the enemy team catches him out. Kenji bringing LaZe to a 1-0 start off that pistol round.
That's crazy that Divine even got 3 there on the Mount Crunch. That's insane. Usually that goes the side of the defenders, but yeah. Again, a good idea for MYSG to go for the mid-wrap there. Very, very fast on the flank. And again, it could have gone their way too, but unfortunately the fights were isolated in the 2-on-2, and Miz was already low HP. So going into the second round, not too much in terms of crazy weaponry bought up for PDF. A shotgun in the hands of Miz. 2 sheriffs online for Toys and Adept. And already coming through the smoke is Miz with that shotgun. He's going to try and hold off the C push, but Zen is going to play around with the door, find an answer there, hopefully. And he does find one with his team. Miz strikes out of the smoke and finds Lenny with that shotgun. But with the way things are going, the amount of members are losing, looking like it's all LaZe. Oh, but PDF Adept is going to say something else, though.
Yo, don't count him out just yet. It's a 1v2 situation now. Adept with that sheriff in hand. Somehow bring this to a closer score line, leaving the remaining members of LaZe to try to guess where he is. But San gonna be sharper on the trigger there, catching him as he walks out of that smoke there.
Good stuff from LaZe to try and manage their economy as well. Outlaw is going to be swapped over to Divine. Zen going to be kept on the Spectre as well. Actually, no, it's going to be swapped over. Who's holding the Outlaw here, guys? Figure this out. Figure this out. Who? So it's Temps. Okay, it's Temps. Final answer.
No,
I
not final answer.
I give up. I give up. I give up. I don't know. Walk into MYSG.
Okay, but the other side though, MYSG.
Yeah, that's right.
Big friggin' gun picking up Zan here. Gonna give PDF an advantage here. Now look at this LaZe. They're just gonna be slowly scaling up here. Tree already being given away. The drone is going to tag up Toys. To say sight now. It's slightly dangerous because Adept, he does have the fault line prepped. And we could be very well seeing main crunch here, but Adept, if he doesn't check his back here,
Has to be so careful.
Kenji might be able to catch him out, but Adapt is going to be better on the gun. Link is going to be broken. Temps is walking out. The Aftershock barely grazes his mustache there. Oh, Lenny, look at him. He's found himself all the way on towards stairs, wrapping around the CT position. Might get caught out here. The paranoia is going to go out. But oh my god, he's a check behind him. Hard.
Wrong
Actually
angle.
finds Slenny, but Divine and Temps are able to trade it onto the site.
30 seconds
It's going to be
left.
3 members remaining for the side of PDF. LaZe,
they're
they
going to
can't
see.
find the spike down. And Toys will have to flank.
They're going to see. But Miz is here. He's holding this. He just has to wait a little bit more. Goes for the swing.
Spike down.
1-to-1 trade so far. Vandal swapped over to Divine, instantly shut down by Toys. Oh, that's so rough. He didn't check the one corner he was supposed to. Thought they were holding it onto site. I was watching the minimap the entire time. The amount of timings that they had for the mid lurk to come in and take out Adept is so worrying. There was a point where Adept and Heart were looking away. So if Kenji had gone in, easily nets both of those kills.
Man. And now it's going to be a full buy. Still from LaZe. But this time around, look at their pacing on towards that B main. The fast lane already being deployed here, swinging out. Divine using that ultimate to take up that heaven position. Forward smoke here, forcing the Trailblazer out of Toys' hands. And now we're into the post plan. It's going to be a 5v5 here. Huge trade of utility coming down here as the flash does come out. That guiding light not catching anybody but the drone for a second. And look at the positioning here from LaZe. This is looking scary all of a sudden. But oh my god, the flank is going to be huge. The kill feed lights up red here. PDF. Their retake gets pinched on.
That was amazing stuff from Kenji as well. Yeah, PDF weren't even considering the flank coming in. Figuring out, hey, maybe that door, he's not there. We just have to focus on the site. We're so close. And I think with the way that they've set up both, Musi and Toys up towards the heaven side, they really just had to crunch in together at that point. But timing was granted in favor towards Kenji. So Rolling Thunder and Neural Theft is going to be online. PDF are getting ever so closer to all of their alts as well, Toys being the furthest away. Most of these guys are 1 to 2 off. I'm going to see if they can find some leverage in the pistol round, maybe a pick or 2. Try and equalize this back and farm up some orbs here.
Oh, but look at this. Zan swings out, claims the 2 kills on towards Toys and Heart, but Miz getting him in return. Temps is going to be able to trade it right out. Now the A side is going to be completely open here. Adept getting himself onto a forward position, gets spotted out by the dark here. The Aftershock is going to go wide, but Temps is going to be able to be good for the kill here. Now, Spike is going to be planted down shortly. Who's the only remaining player left? What do you have?
Spike planted.
4 opponents in front of him. There's a chance he can get either Divine or Temps, but they're likely going to play a little bit further behind, not wanting to get picked out. There's pings coming out on the other side of spawn, so they're trying to route Musi to possibly save a gun on that side as well. Assuming LaZe hasn't pushed the gun forward into their space. So we'll see if he can get this gun and then get out. Trip should be broken here. Yeah, and they're all going to look behind. Unfortunately, that might be it. We'll have to see if he can get away with the gun. Nope, he will not. Even Pete's up for it. So 4-1 so far. LaZe are holding the lead this time.
Methodical so far from the attacking side of LaZe. They've just been converting these rounds like it's clockwork, haven't they? Musi will now have the operator in hand, but we'll see if that's enough to push PDF into a 2-round scoreline here, as we're going to go on a bit of a technical pause.
So far, 4 ults alive for LaZe, so they can really blitz out on this attack if they wanted to. Hunter's Fury is there. Overdrive, Neural Theft, Rolling Thunder. Nice for the side of Musi, so if he wants to get a little bit flashy and pull a Zen, he could. Miz with the TP as well to try and help out his teammates on the other side. If they could fight for a little bit of space here to get the orb, they can set up Heart with this showstopper, and you can see that happening towards A. But it might be a brawl up towards that main sector too. Look at the amount of pings coming through. Look at the amount of space that they want to take. They want to set a player up into the corner where a link door is, and they're going to try and possibly get one player over into rubble. Yep, there it is.
Ooh, and now this does have the angle here, but the fault line is going to be huge. He's getting scaled up on by Zan here. Frantic kill comes through. Hunter Siri buying so much space here. Heart. A panic showstopper does come through, but no show available to be halted there. As the rest of LaZe, they're pivoting back towards the C area here. Even Kenji on the lurk. He's going to
Might find Heart here.
shortly if Heart swings out on him, barely misses on the kill. A bit too wide on the adjustment there. And now the rest of LaZe, they're going to be sent on towards this mount position.
Makes a little bit of noise with the jump spot. There's a stun to come through as well. Trying to bait out some sort of response here from PDF. They don't actually have to end this towards C. They could just go around. Look at Lenny. He's finding space over into B. No response so far. No one's picking up his call just yet. So they have two options. They can finish this over in B, or let Lenny go through all the way and find Musi. There's Musi getting hit by the Rolling Thunder as well. And Lenny has to speed up.
He has to crunch on them. Gets the first two kills.
What?
Converts the third as well. Now Musi's going to be all that's left. Close range operator kill does come out, but Temps shuts it right down before anything can come through. 5-1, going to halfway into the first half here for LaZe.
That ain't no zebra. That's a striped rat. Finds all three. He hears all of them too. They were not expecting, I guess, Lenny to be out in that position at all. They're so comfortable letting Mooses be there alone.
That rat's going to be the one to get the cheddar. 3 kills on that lurk, man. Huge from Lenny.
All right. Into the cowboy round we go with most of these guys. Knives are out for Musi as well. So let's see what kind of advantage he can get back here. There's a little bit of a better chance for him to actually pull off this Thrifty, I think. Alts are not in the favor of LaZe, and I don't think they want to really burn it too much. Maybe the overdrive, but I'll have to see. Maybe the real stuff too. Alts they're willing to burn as they go into the site. 1 minute, 10 seconds already, and Sen has very, very good pace. Rolling Thunder comes through on the defense. There's the execute, and Musi finds the kill onto Zen as well. Temps equalizes it back.
Now, it's going to be a 4v4 now. Zan getting caught out on the site here. The Rolling Thunder completely shutting down this push, but now Miz, his demise means that the B side's completely open. Neural Theft is going to come through. Lenny picks up all the kills off of this information. Is going to be able to convert another 3 kills to his name, and LaZe recovering that round back smoothly.
What a solid player Lenny is. Yeah, he's an eco-fragger, but still. He's very close to Hunter Shuri again. He's one off, so they could farm up an orb for him, and they can have a post-plant coming through. PDF are actually going to call their timeout here, and going through a lot of what I'm seeing with PDF's playbook here. They're... Okay, gambling for space is one thing, and getting their positions is another. They're losing out a bit of their fights. And then there's a little bit of an over-rotation sometimes coming through. Leaving Musi alone on C, yeah, because they thought, you know, it was going to be an A or B. Lenny finding that timing. There has to be a way they can deal with the lurks, because they're seeing a lot more lurks now.
Definitely. The holes in PDF's defenses, again, are once being exploited. Now, for the side of PDF, though, we'll have Musi on the operator, but this is the issue. When you're not running a Sentinel in your composition, it's so hard to maintain the constant string of information throughout the entire map without the killjoy turret, without the alarm bot, without the trip bars, without the cameras. Especially when LaZe are playing you like a fiddle, forcing you to rotate from side to side. Boy, your cardio is gonna be up there by the end of this game.
Absolutely. Burning all the calories as they will. So, timeout into technical pause, of course.
Speaking
Musi,
of cardio,
yeah,
what's your favorite form of cardio a lot?
running.
Running?
Treadmill. I used to do swimming.
Oh, swimming is fun. I love swimming. Because swimming is like you get to move your entire body, but you don't feel hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're in water.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you're swimming in like hot water. Why would
You're
do that?
you're swimming in like the desert sea, and you're only swimming on the surface. Yeah, that would be hilarious. But yeah, swimming when I can, but swimming lately has gotten me a few ear infections. You remember? Oh yeah, talking about ear infections. I don't think we ever brought up the fact that Fixie had an ear infection at one point.
Oh
Towards the start of the
yeah.
split, right?
You could only hear out of one side of his ear, but
he still
played.
performed.
He played like he had an extra eye, bro.
Lost one sense, opens up another.
Honestly.
At some point, maybe like all these players, they get sick, they can start to smell the execute coming in.
Honestly. Hey, I smell that Sova here. Careful, careful.
Yeah, there's no way you sense a Sova dart lands. Oh. Okay, tomfoolery aside, I'm trying to think and I'm trying to think about like a hypothesis. I can't even talk anymore. Jeez. Hypothesize. No, please, no. I'm trying to hypothesize around here for PDF with the stuff that they have and with the possible game plan that they could bring up. Lucy's on the up again, and he's doing okay work for it, but he's not as aggressive of an opper in comparison to some of the other oppers we've seen in the scene. Or at least just yet. He's not given the space for it just yet. And it might be because of LaZe's pacing. He doesn't want to get caught out by Zen, essentially sliding across the screen, knowing he's going to miss that shot, and then getting swung upon by the second or third player. But
LaZe is one of the teams where it's so hard to pull that aggressive opping style out of, right? Especially if you don't have your Tailwind Prime or you don't have a teleport, because they're so good at trading each other off of Zan's entries. And swinging out of the Zan himself is already quite the task to be asked of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've seen this guy just one tap oppers, completely Thanos snapping them and having them just evaporate. Mr. Hart, I don't feel so good.
Now, they could also farm up the orb for toys, maybe get some early info, or play around the Seekers once they've gotten one or two to really confirm where the execute is going to be. Again, PDF are a team that struggle with gaining information, if that makes sense. Especially under defense. Do you agree?
I would say, okay, I would honestly give credit to LaZe's attack instead. It's just that they're so much better on their attack, and PDF on their defense just don't have enough protocols because they've indexed into a very push-heavy composition. It's a very paper Rex kind of comp where you would usually have them take a lot of space early on, and then as the push comes through, as the default plays out from the attack, you scale back and let the default take the space, forcing each bit of utility out, right? But man, if you're playing against LaZe, they will just it's almost like they're pinpointing which side of the map that you're the weakest on, and then they just throw everything at you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's hard to deal with. It's very, very hard to deal with. It's just overwhelming force, right?
It is.
And there's not many teams that can kind of stave off an attack from LaZe like that, where it's so blitzing. I'd say the only team that can comfortably deal with it, as if there was a wall there in the first place, is LaZe. Is LaZe themselves, or Elevate.
Elevate.
They would have to fight a copy of themselves.
Yeah. Ooh.
Moving around with the Odin buy, but then again, I do want to see it.
Can you imagine the sliding Odin play? That would be so fun.
I'm so down to watch him entry a site with an Odin.
If that happens, I'm getting that on my highlight reel. I play for that round.
Yeah, no, go for it. That's so ridiculous.
With the Odin. 150 bullets in the mag and using all of it, tearing up the entirety of PDF's defense here. You
can tell we're losing our minds a bit. The tech pause is where the sanity crunches.
Call him Kelly, the way he's handling that machine gun.
Gosh. I'm quite surprised, to be honest, that PDF themselves, I don't know. There's certain ways they try and bolster up their defenses as well. But there's an issue with them not slowing down. They're in a way, they're getting sucked into LaZe's pace, which is what LaZe want. Right?
Yeah.
And that goes back into the conversation with the whole heavy, just hard striking comp that you have on the side of LaZe. And PDF, they can't really answer back. So I would say a little bit of aggression is warranted for PDF here. Stop them if you can a little bit before they even gain that momentum back to you and then swing onto the side like madmen.
Hey.
Put their op in their face.
You know what? Let's go for an interesting conversation here. We're near the end. Oh, are we finally getting back?
Here we are.
Oh my god, we're here. The round timer is ticking again. Now Zan, he is blitzing his way into the B side here, making use of the fact that there is no Sentinel to hold his push. Trailblazer and the flashpoint is going to clear him out of the fault line, allowing Adept to get the kill on towards him and Temps as well. Oh, Kenji.
He was stunned.
Yeah. It's going to get planted for the side of LaZe. And now PDF coming out of his tech timeout with a fresh air of life. Adept getting his fourth on to the ace right now, but Kenji denies that from coming through. The defuse is going to come through, and that's the second round board from the side of PDF.
Okay, that was pretty much just all all Adept doing that. That was crazy. The first shutdown was good onto Zen as well, clearing him out in the corner. But the fact that he was stunned, and you can hear his Phantom slowed fire rate going pew, 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 finds the head of the secondary swinger into that angle. Goes for the third and fourth. Sorry?
Stuns are cosmetic.
Yeah, stuns are cosmetic indeed. Yeah, stuns are just heavily cosmetic. Execute is going to be pulled onto A here. And we're going to see if MYSG is going to wrangle the op into their faces this time. He's stuck in a very weird position. He peeks out. Oh, and didn't even get one just yet. But presence is made and tree is going to be filled with a lot of zebras.
Now just stampeding on towards the side. But look at the pressure that's coming out from PDF. This might just be the adjustment they needed here. They are fighting fire with fire here. The operator scaling up. In the hands of MYSG, this cannon being wheeled up towards the front here. Divine just takes his head clean off like a guillotine. Flashpoint comes through. Paranoia as well. But the overdrive is going to just give Temps enough space to take him out. That getting dispatched off the spawn. It's going to be a 2v4 situation here for the side of PDF. Zan is going to claim the first on towards Miz. Swinging out here, playing with his food. Heart. Bring around the roses, but is going to claim the kill on towards Zan. But he has a mountain ahead of him. Kenji, though, bonks him in the head. Tells him to get back to spawn. See you in the next round.
Hey, see you in the next round indeed. I liked the idea for Musi to go a little bit more aggressive with the op there. To the smoke, kind of crazy, but hey, you know what? You have Tailwind, you can just back out. But the fact that he dies trying to slow crawl up tree, that's very, very saddening.
Yeah, and I think on the side of PDF, they had the right play, right? Fend off the initial offense with their utility, which they played really well, and they almost forced the side of LaZe here to push, but now
He better
a
run.
rubble position, unable to open that link door in time. Zan getting the kill on towards Musi this time around, and Kenji's going to be good for the lurk. They're picking up the kill on towards Adapt, and now Toys flashing his way towards the site. Spike is going to be planted from LaZe here. And now Zan just swinging in, letting Lenny have the space to take a kill on towards Miz. Blink and it might be over. Heart and Toys the only ones remaining. Seekers in the back pocket, but probably not choosing to use this in towards this round. Peeking around with his classic. He should be able to find anything. Did you see Zan just turn around and shoot his teammate? Oh, Heart gets the kill, gets a second as well, but Lenny shuts it right down. 8-2 for the side of LaZe. Now, it's going to look very dicey for PDF here. They're going to be able to afford another buy. Operator still in the hands of Musi. But from what we've seen so far, LaZe have just been so strong on their attack, and PDF have not been able to reply back with an answer. It's looking very dire now as we get to the end of the half here. Sonar Dart here being prepped up by Lenny. But look at this setup. It's so aggressive towards the A side. The operator is going to show its hands. Miz getting a kill on towards Mound, trying to swing out here and find some picks, but Lenny trades him right back, and that's going to be the controller already down here. That's going to spell some disastrous consequences. Musi with the operator in hand, trying to peek out here, get themselves into a good line. PDF here, they have a good amount of map presence here. As to if LaZe makes a rotation call, they will be able to peel back the site, and they'll be able to play retake in a pretty comfortable position where they won't be so far back, right? But the issue is that Miz is all the way back. Sorry, Miz is down actually. So that one-way smoke option that we usually see to cover A main so far is not going to be available. None of the smokes will be there to deny these pushes, and so now the Seekers are going to be deployed here, and LaZe seems to me like they're setting up for the C play here. Neural Theft is going to come out, but Kenji getting taken out by Musi's operator here. And now it's left into a 2v4. Thames and Lenny. All that's remaining here, 13 seconds on the clock. Lenny trying to buy some space for his team, but just barely the spike is going to get down.
Thames. First one is good. He has to find 3 more. They're giving him the space. Goes for the fight in the second, but last 3 and 4 are not going to be it. So a triple kill for Musi as they get the third in. Okay, Heart.
Some life?
Some life. He left Musi with 2 HP, shooting a rocket to his own teammate. Some life, sure.
Can you imagine if he died? Dude, that would have been so tilting.
Cinema. Absolute cinema. All right, so into the 3 rounds we have for PDF, 8 rounds for LaZe. We're on to round 12. Last one before we go into the swap. Pings are coming out for the defense to try and fight for rubble. Again, you can see where this is going. Adept has set up the Rolling Thunder towards this aiming position. Look at all the space they're going to try and take. They set up Heart over here into rubble, and it's going to be a close angle while they scale up into C, and Musi finds that pick onto Kenji. So no Cypher util available for LaZe, but that doesn't really matter too much.
Ooh, and now the Hunter Fury is going to be deployed. Min's getting tagged down here. The slow from the stun means that he will not be able to get out in time, and that's going to be the smokes going down early on in the round again. It's going to give LaZe so much space to work with.
What a way to equalize. Dump the fault line, dump the Hunter's Fury just to find the one. Oh, the Heart.
The paranoia, the fast lane, and the relay bolt, all of that though is going to allow Thames to get the trade kill. That's going to be a 3v3, but Lenny on that lurk again. The zebra, this rat, sorry, with the stripes.
That ain't no zebra.
To a 2v1 position.
That's a rat. I don't know, Musi. 1-on-2. Up in hand, he might have to opt to switch weapons. Maybe take out the first one and make note of a weapon drop somewhere else. He has angle advantage here. One-shot kill potential is good. Oh, but his shoulder is spotted. Finds the first into Lenny. Dashes away with the knives out as well. There's the aftershock to come through. Oh, but the headshot is even cleaner from Temps. Reversed the scoreline. And the Riders are sticking with the numbers, baby. 9-3 into the half we go.
You know what they say?
Yeah.
About teams that get 9 rounds on attack?
What?
They're very good on attack.
Yeah, no, very, very real. Unfortunately, I don't think this is gonna be the same story.
Okay. You don't think this is possible for PDF?
Okay.
Like completely.
The boring
like,
statement.
No cap.
The boring statement is that it's Valorant. Anything can happen. The realistic statement is that it's LaZe on Lotus. It's PDF fighting them. It's not even their map.
I must wait a moment.
Okay. We have seen miracles happen on PDF's attack. And they have a chance to break their 0% win rate here. So far, it's going to be a call on towards the C side, rotating through the door here. And now they are in the bomb site for B. Zan backing off here with Temps. Trying to stave off this push, but Divine opens it up with a pick on towards Toys. And that's what the initiator's already done. But look at where Lenny is. He's scaling into this role position. If they're not careful, they might get caught here. Adept.
Down A.
It's going to be the first one here. Now, it's going to be looking very awkward. Forced to smoke off that rubble position. That's going to allow Musi to scale up actually with 13 HP. But they're going to have to hold this side with only 2 players now. That's going to be hard. Opening it up for kill towards Thames, but Divine and Zan get theirs, and Musi off the side here is going to get pinched. 3-10 here. LaZe will not let a chance for that curse to come through.
I don't know. Maybe you brainstorm this one with me, right? Lenny's on the flank. There's no answer for it back just yet. They don't even swing him all together. They know they have the space to fight him in the few seconds that they do once the spike has been planted. And yet, PDF are still scrambled away, individual positions taking one-on-ones.
Again, I think it comes down to the team composition, honestly.
It does, but in the pistol round?
Yeah. But hey, they have sheriffs now. There is a chance for them to make something happen.
That's true. Lucy does have the sheriff. It is online, and they're going straight for the site. Heart has double satcheled in. Right click hits the head of initiators, but look at the pistols coming in. It's a zebra in the kill feed. It's striped. It's red and blue and red and blue. And now all of a sudden, We're on the 1-on-2.
But Spike is in hands of LaZe here. Miz has a tall task ahead of him if he wants to claim this round for the side of PDF. It's a sheriff in hand, but Kenji and Lenny both have bulldogs, choosing to wrap around through B main here. Single smoke going down to cover the Spike, but they're going to be wise on it. Lenny shutting it out. It's going to be an 11-3 scoreline.
Why does Lenny look so confused at the fact that his teammate died? He's like, hey, bro. Not like that, bro.
Daya.
Dem skilly shua.
Dude, I feel so... we need to get better voices for these players, man. Can you imagine? They look back at the VOD. Oh, hey, the voices like that one. I just did it again. I'm so sorry.
You see, you can't even think of anything new. I'll tell you what's new. Lenny has an Aries. He's going for the spam.
way?
He's going for the spam.
Toys is going to be the first one to pick up the kill on towards Zando, but Divine is going to be good with that trade. Lenny finds one with his Aries, and it's going to be the Zebras all across the board here. 12-3, now on match and series point.
I did not expect him to get that second one. That's good for Divine. Okay, the first one, yeah, you know what? Good stuff. Second one, dropped down. He wasn't even looking his way. The third one, don't even know how he gets that, but yeah. PDF, they're looking very, very lost and into a very, very scrapped buy. What do you always say? Quasi buy?
Quasi buy, yeah.
Quasi buy.
Do people still use that term anymore?
Don't care. We're bringing it back. Quasi buy it is.
We're bringing it back
into the
to me.
attack. All the util is going to be flushed out so far into mid to try and get them some space, and they can hear this. PDF. I mean, look at the way this is clearing, man. that tells me something. I feel. That tells me something. And Miz goes down.
Temps. Yeah, he's gonna find them in heart. He's gonna find the trade back as well. PDF fighting for their lives here. And now the round is gonna slow back down as they lose their smokes. And I think this is exactly the opposite of how you want to play when you lose your smokes, player, man. You gotta pick up the pace, but Zan is going to punish them with the timing that they gave him. And now Adept, the last remaining player here, gets the trade on towards Zan, picks it up on towards Divine, actually. A real chance to bring this back now on a 1v1. He is going to have the spike in hand, going towards B here. Aftershock being avoided here. Lenny shoots the dart out, is going to spot him, and closes it right out. And of course, it's going to be the Lenny, Mr. Closer Man himself, to bring it across the board for the side of LaZe.
I'm kind of surprised Adept just didn't go fully for the C rotation. He had all the time in the world to do so. He had 40 seconds left, but yeah, that's so rough for PDF. I mean, again, you're going up against an opponent like LaZe. Statistically, you know where that's going to end up, and everyone that has the option of looking at this from a spectator's view will kind of figure out where this is going to go to. Stats can tell you the story. Sorry, stats don't tell the full story sometimes, but sometimes stats can tell you a summary. And unfortunately, this map summarized 13-3.
Ay, Shibal. This is not looking very Gwenchana for PDF, you know.
No. So very not Gwenchana.
13-3, man. They were able to get the spike on the side once, and that was it. At least said enough. However, though, for LaZe, 10 spike plans all across the board. That's going to be really good, actually, considering the composition they were up against. And Lenny, we've talked a lot about Temps. We've talked a lot about Zan, but Lenny, he has been a sleeper hit in the past couple of games, hasn't he?
Absolutely. I keep calling him the sharpshooter because that's what he is, honestly. He finds impact in crazy, crazy ways. It's the kind of initiator that you want on your team to pick up the pace, and he does. He absolutely does. If not, the guy to pick up the pace, he's the one setting it sometimes.
Oh, yeah. On the other side, though, it's going to be Musi. He will be the MVP for the side of Team PDF. Unfortunately, this showing here marks their, I think, 5th loss on Lotus now. 4th or 5th, somewhere there. So
Yeah.
far, yeah, they've been outclassed by every single team that they've faced up here on Lotus. But Lenny, look at him. That's nearly a 400 ACS game, 42.9% headshot, like you said, sharpshooter, and boasting a 93.8% KAST. Do you know how much impact this guy brings to your team?
Oh yeah,
he's like
huge.
the rice cooker that you get from like the Shopee sale, and it's like the rice cooker that also doubles as a pressure cooker, and then you just use it for everything that you cook from there on onwards. Because this guy is a chef in the kitchen, bro.
In conclusion, he cooks. That smile,
cooks.
that damn smile. Statistics wise, yeah,